their license plate say crybaby. But anyway, hey y'all, hey, welcome back to my channel. And I'm taking y'all with me to run some errands for my job. So I've been put on the committee to do the birthdays at the office, which means today, because we done had 3 birthdays this week, today I have to pick up 6 cards, which is going to be 3 for the birthdays we have for the month of April, and then 3 for the birthdays that we had this week. And then I have to go to Walmart and pick up the cake. So that's where we're going to. So, yeah, come along with me. He was so nice. He let me over. Because traffic was real bad. Alright, y'all. Come with me in the store. Let me park. You know where we at. Alright, birthday. This is religious? We're not gonna do religion. Cause I don't know nobody's religion in there. This is funny. I drove all the way to the store to buy this card. And I'm gonna put this in. So you hear that? That's your favorite music officially becoming old school. You're still cool though. Hope your birthday is too. That's funny. Hope that doesn't offend anybody. I know how sometimes age is a touchy subject. I'll figure it out who to give it to. Celebrating all your realness today. You not only have a wonderful spirit, you're a force for good. That's a little bit too sentimental. Happy birthday is all that and a bowl of grits and a hunk of cake and scoop of ice cream and a pile of gifts and can enjoy. That's cute. We'll do that. So now I have 3. And now we need 3 more. 3 more. 3 more. 3 more. I just want to say your day. It's your day. Wishing your birthday filled with every good and perfect gift to make your spirit soar. That's decent. Let's see if we have any other. See, these are like children's birthdays. I feel like husbands' birthdays from us. From all of us. We're here to serenade you with a birthday song. Okay, that's cute. We'll get that one. Holy carp, it's your birthday. Hope it's a bass load of fun. Alright, that. It's your birthday, so go ahead, party so you just can't party no more. I think I got 6 now. Let's see. Let me count. Oh, that's cute. Wish each birthday you will learn many new lessons on the path to enlightenment. Oh Lord, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I think I'm done because they ain't threatening children. These are cute. But no matter what store I am, I want to shop. Let's just see what they got. Oh, this is cute. Too bad my little think is too big for this. But that's, you see that? That's cute. The Lightning McQueen. But he is not a baby no more. He not gonna fit that. And before y'all say, oh, that's ew, that's Family Dollar clothes. Look, play clothes is play clothes. Clothes is clothes as long as it's clean and it fit, child. We could do, in the words of Tanya from Real Housewives of Atlanta, we can do what is called high-low. But you can have some expensive pieces and you can have some cheap pieces too. Alright, that's it. I'm gonna get out of here. Back in the car, got the cards for the office. Now I'm about to do some DoorDash before I go pick up my baby from daycare. What type of parking you was doing? Alright, y'all. So I had a situation. I posted a video on TikTok, but I'm gonna bring it to y'all on the YouTube. So I'm not saying I'm the richest person in the world, because I'm not. Clearly, I have a regular 9-to-5, I write books for a living, and I do DoorDash. So clearly, like, I'm not rich, but I do all the things to be stable, right? To have some coins. And who I was at 16 and dating, who I was at 21 and dating, who I was even a year ago at dating is not who I am now when dating, right? So long story short, this guy been trying to talk to me for like a month or so, been very persistent, and I kept blowing him off because everything in my spirit was like, no, right? And once again, this might just be my discernment, my maturity coming along, like, no. And not saying that I haven't had these moments in the past with guys, because I've had, and I've ignored my gut. So now I'm learning to lean into it. But this time, I was definitely trying to, this time, I said no at first, listening to my gut. But the guy kept pursuing. And we ran into each other today. Had like a 20-minute random, like, office conversation. And in his conversation, he kind of told on himself. And that's what made me lean back into my no. Like, listen to your gut. Like, it was giving brokey. It was giving, he was looking for somebody younger to have a trophy piece on his arm, to flex, to flaunt. He knows what I do in that building. So he knows the type of, or can suspect what type of money I bring in. He also knows that I'm in law school and all the things. So on paper, it looks good. And he's like, yeah, you're beautiful, you're smart, you're all the things that I already know about myself. So once again, it's not a flex. It's not you're not appeasing me by telling me something I already know and believe about myself. You get what I'm saying? But to start conversations off with, like, how, okay, let me backtrack. How we ended up even having office banter was the fact that 2 months ago, they kept saying me go out to buy lunch. And that's only because I kept forgetting. That particular week, I kept forgetting to bring my lunch. I would pack my lunch, put it in the refrigerator, and I would forget to grab it out my home fridge to bring to work. So I had to buy out because I'm there for 8 hours. So I had to pass his office to get to basically where the delivery people bring the food, right? And that's what prompted him to start speaking to me. And he's like, every time he see me with some food, he like, where mine at? And I was just laughing off, thinking it's just, corporate banter, nothing serious. But then one day he got serious. He was like, so when you gonna buy me lunch? Red flag. What? When you gonna buy me lunch? Like, I don't understand men that do that. You're pursuing me, you're interested in me, you're supposed to be courting me. Why would you ever start the sentence off with me buying you lunch, and I have never gave you no indication that I even wanted you? It's not me saying when we gonna go out to lunch, when we gonna go out to dinner. It's not me hitting you up. It's not me pressing you. Is you interested in me? Because I wasn't even checking for him. So that was red flag number one. And then after that, he kept saying let me take you out. So what made me lean even more into my no was one day he saw me and he had all this food in his hands. And I instantly was just like, yeah, I'm glad I'm sticking to my no, basically. And I know y'all can comment below in the comments and probably say, yeah, yo, you crazy, because if you're telling him no, he wasn't obligated to bring you no lunch back. But my thing is, even after my no, you kept pursuing me. You kept trying to persuade me to change my mind. So why not do the obvious thing, which is like a gesture, right? Which is to bring me lunch. If you kept saying, let me take you out to lunch, let me take you out to dinner, like, why not do the gesture? Why not do the gesture, right? If he's talking in my face while he got multiple bags of food, and didn't offer, didn't say, I know, were you good on a lunch trip today? Even though I was, but it's just the fact that I didn't see any courtesy, but you so-called want to pursue me, right? So that was, for me, red flag number 2. Now let's fast forward to today. Like I said, office banter, a 20-minute conversation turned into him telling on himself, which was basically he's my parents' age, been divorced for 20 years. He's 20 years older than me. He's my parents' age, and his firstborn is grown, which means your firstborn is either in their 20s or in closer to my age bracket, which definitely is a red flag, because why would you bring anybody home that's the same age as your freaking child? Shoot, I went the wrong way, running my nigga mouth. I can still get out of here. But yeah, you, and then I asked, I said, well, so you've been single since the divorce? You've been divorced for 20 years, you've been single? It's like, no, I was with my youngest child's mother. I was married to my firstborn's mother, and then after divorce, I got with my second child's mother. But she wasn't ready for marriage, so that's why we broke up. So I've been single for 10 years. Okay. Cool. I'm not going to hop on that too tough, right? I'm not going to hop on that too tough at all. But then and if you're not dating, that means you must be pouring into yourself. You've accumulated some things. You've added some things to your repertoire, as far as self-improvement, self-love, education, status, career, money. What was you doing in those 10 years of being single? Oh, and then I said, so are you about to retire? Because in my mind, like, my parents about to retire. So, are you about to retire since you're my parents' age? Oh, no, I got a long time to go, because I just started here 2 years ago. So, what was you doing before that? Oh, I was self-employed. Broke. I'm not against... I am not against entrepreneurship. But at 50 plus years old, you should have ascertained something. And then he begins to tell me the neighborhood that he lives in. He lives in the Jets. You can't do anything for me. And right now, in my 30s, I'm surpassing you. And that's going to make you feel away, because I don't have time. And that's another thing he kept saying, my love language is physical touch and time spent. I just love being up under my person, and I don't have time for that. And this is why you haven't ascertained anything in a century. If you're past the 50 years old, you've lived on earth for a century, and you have not ascertained or accomplished anything outside of making children. That's a problem. I don't want to carry a 30-something-year-old on my back. I don't want to force a man my age to pull himself up by his bootstraps. So what makes you think I want to pull somebody that's older than me, that should have been established, up on their bootstraps? My ambition is going to make you feel away, because I don't have time. My time is very valuable. Between being a parent, handling my own household, and the household that I have is in a better neighborhood than yours, and I'm getting a higher degree, we're not a match. It's going to make you feel away, because you are not planted. And a man needs to feel like a man, and I don't want to dim my light in order for you to feel like a man. So this is not necessarily about him being broke, even though that's a thing. Because like I said, I don't want to pull up a man by his bootstraps. And I'm not expecting a man to pull me up by my bootstraps, because clearly I can pull myself up. But I don't need no dead weight. And if a man get with me, I'm not dead weight. If a successful man gets with me, I'm nobody's dead weight by a long shot. And I just don't want dead weight. And I feel like if I've accomplished way more than you, and I'm 20 years younger than you, then you can't do nothing for me that I can't do for myself, or that my damn daddy can't do for me. That's no, it's enough. Heavy on it, it's enough. So what y'all think below? And granted, I'm not even looking to date or anything like that. Like, it's not like I never told this person that I was single or anything. So and that's another red flag for me. Even though it's not a red flag, I know men are visual creatures, but you were only pursuing me off the fact that you like the way I look. You knew nothing about me, because literally I don't talk in that office. I do my work and go home. So today was the first real conversation, and for me, it was more so me listening to him versus and just listening to him to see if my gut instinct was right or wrong, versus me giving him anything about me, because it's nothing that I need to say, because I never said I was interested, never said I was single. And single or not, if being single, I don't have the time and the apparatus. It was not going to be a functional, it wasn't going to be a functional thing. So I don't know, comment down below, do I sound materialistic and gold diggerish? Do I sound elitist? Or do I sound like I'm really, I wouldn't want to wait, like, interested or not interested. If I was interested in the guy and those things still were a thing, I would still feel the same way. Like, I don't want to pull you up, and vice versa. And I don't want to waste your time, and I don't want my time wasted. So am I wrong? Am I elitist? Am I materialistic? Am I a gold digger? Am I living in Disneyland and wanting something out of men that I can't get? Like, what is it? Good morning, all. Today is a new day. It is a rainy day today. And nothing much is going on today. I really don't have no plans. Yes, I have to stick. I feel like it's great. I don't feel like it's a trendy thing. I feel like it's a must. But anyway, nothing's really exciting or really worth mentioning going on today. Today is a rainy day. This is the start of the spring break here. So today, all I'm going to do is going to work my 9 to 5, and I'm going to do DoorDash tonight, because we have some things coming up. Of course, it's spring break, so you're going to want to play. The kids are going to want to go out and do some things. So I just rather have the extra money just on standby, so they can enjoy their spring break. Also, upcoming things, my oldest is having a bro mitzvah. And for those of you that don't know what a bro mitzvah is, he's having it in a month, which just means, so Jewish people, they celebrate when their son turns 13. When their son turns 13, it means that you have now entered manhood, you've now entered adulthood. So to put a spin on it, I don't know if you've ever watched the show Blackish, but they've done it on Blackish to put a spin on the bar mitzvah Jewish tradition. We black people call it bro mitzvah. So we're doing that in honor of him being 13, because I just really feel like sweet 16s are for girls. Granted, us millennials had the Sweet 16 show, and it showcased boys and girls having parties at the age of 16. But I don't know. I enjoyed the show, and I think parents did a phenomenal job doing a big one for their kids. And you do it however you want to do it. Me personally, I'm choosing to do all my boys at 13, get them the grand rollout at 13 for just my sons. And my daughter, she's going to get the big hoopla when she turns 16. Birthdays in my family have always been made to be a big deal, because we want to basically give you your flowers while you're here. Don't just wait till somebody dies, show up at the funeral, cry, and all the things, and talk. That's good. Yes, grieve, relate, release. Yes, speak good on, well on the dead. Don't speak ill of the dead. However, at that point they're gone and they can't see what it is we're doing in their honor, what it is we're saying in their honor. So honor them while they're here. And it don't just have to be birthdays, but I know my family, the way my mom raised us, we pretty much have done that with birthdays. Birthdays are a big to-do. You don't have to have a party every year, but just to be acknowledged and feel loved and special on your day, that God allowed us to have you for however long. That's what we're doing. So also short, I've already paid the venue, already paid the photographer, already booked the DJ. I have to get the money for the balance of the DJ, so that's another reason why I'm going to be door dashing, as well as I need to do the balance. I'm not the balance, but I have to pay the person that's going to do the balloon arch thingy. I have to pay them, so I'm gonna get the money for that. But they're already booked and scheduled. I just have to pay them. I have a certain day that I have to pay them by, and I already have the invitations done. I have to order the cake. Where I'm getting the cake from, they don't do orders 2 months in advance, because if I had it my way, that cake would have been paid for, all the things, because I'm just not a last minute person. Granted, I still have 45 days left until this party, so I'm still like pretty much prepared, right? Everybody's outfits is already, bought. Birthday boy outfits bought. Us as his family, his household, all the things is bought. I already know what we're having as far as the menu, so that's pretty much taken care of. So I'm like well in advance done. I'm not a last minute person, so like I said, I'm just making sure I have the money just on standby to enjoy spring break and to make sure this birthday party goes off without a hitch. And that's it. Other than that, we have nothing really going on today. So I don't even know if I'm going to pick y'all back up, because we don't have anything special going on. So I'll probably pick y'all back up tomorrow. So my daughter does pageants. She's been doing pageants for the last 4 years. What is her title this year? Lord, charges in my head and not my heart. I cannot remember what her title is this year. But anyway, long story short, she has a volunteering charity event to do tomorrow afternoon before my son's basketball game. So tomorrow will be a little busy and a little litty, so I'll pick y'all up to see the behind the scenes of what it means to be like a pageant girl, or basically like if she does this her whole entire life, and let's say she makes it to the Kenya Moore and the Vanessa Williams of it all, with the Miss USA and things like that, she would have to, these things prepare them to be charitable, to be well-groomed, articulate, to have decorum and class, sisterhood, etiquette, to do interviews and all the things. So that's the reason why I allowed my daughter to do pageants. It's not about the vanity of it all, because I literally, without pageants, I can tell my daughter all day long, you're beautiful. I don't, god darn it, I always do this, y'all. Always about to forget my turn, y'all. But anyway, without the pageant world, I can pour into my daughter and give her all the confidence in the world and let her know from the vanity standpoint of it, you just that girl, right? That's fine. But this is more than that. This is bigger than that. And there's only certain programs I will let her be a part of, because with the world that we live in and the things that's getting exposed about the Epstein files and Life Touch and this company, that company, I'm hyper vigilant now about how my children are getting exposed, because of course I'm their protector. God is the ultimate protector, but I am their protector as well. So I'm going to make sure she's not going to be delved into the wrong hands, and of course she's never alone. Like I said, I'll be there. So when I pick y'all up tomorrow, y'all see that I am right by her side, assisting and monitoring and all the things, because Because when it comes to my children, don't. Just saying. So, but yeah, she's, like I said, she's been doing it for years, so we'll be doing that tomorrow. My son's been playing basketball and football since he was 4. He's about to be 13, so that's 10 years, like a decade of playing sports. So this is like routine for us, you know. So that's where we at with it. He did go on a college tour the other day, and he's very, very interested now in cybersecurity as a major. So we'll probably be doing some things over the weekend to research that and to, you know, start giving him behind the scenes intellect on that, so he's prepared and will be fully immersed and it won't be overwhelming. Because for the parents and even people, like, think about our childhood, how fast it went. Like, you're an adult longer than you're a child, and it didn't, like, 3 years of middle school went like that. I barely remember middle school. I remember pieces of it, and I remember the feeling that it was an emotion tied to middle school, which I just did not like. Middle school, it just felt negative. But high school, I enjoyed high school, but it went by fast. It went by very fast. Like, especially ninth grade year. Ninth grade year went by in a blink. I barely remember ninth grade year. I remember the beginning of the ninth grade year, and then after that, blur. 10th grade, I remember because it was like, 10th graders don't get no respect. It's like, who are you? Like, nobody cares. Like, you get attention in ninth grade because you're freshmen. You get attention in 11th grade, especially here in where I live. In 11th grade, we get 11th grade proms, and because you're about to be a senior, so you get all the prestige of about to be a senior. And then seniors get all the attention because you're freaking leaving, and you have, you know, prom and senior dish day and all the things, right? So yeah, 10th grade, don't nobody care. Well, at least not at my school. In my school, we didn't do like sophomore ball, so nobody cared about us for 10th grade. Some states and some classes make every, you know, grade feel special, but that wasn't my experience. But long story short, it went by fast nonetheless. So that's another reason why I'm going to assist him, and, you know, really doing the groundwork and what it means to do cybersecurity and things like that. That's going to be his major, because high school goes by fast, and, you know, I want him to be way more prepared than what I was. I didn't have anybody in my circle to tell me what to expect with college, what to really research, how many courses that you need to take per semester to actually graduate on time. Nobody taught me about academic probation and taking classes over, and I didn't have that. I didn't have that help. Luckily, he has me, who's experienced it all, and he will have that help. And if I don't know, I'm willing to know and find out, or put him in the right hands, to give him the right resources, put him with the right people, so he's not, you know, not at a loss. Because I feel like a lot of things I was at a loss. But anyway, I'll pick y'all up tomorrow.
And she will be in a pageant in August, and Reverend Lofton will let you know when. This is Kenzie. Okay, baby. Congratulations.
Yay. You're down. Number 4 points, right? Good job.
One hand.
Got them all.
All right, get it back.
Come on now. Get it. Stay on him, Jason. If that's the school we is. Good job. Good defense, y'all.
Go, look up, look up. Oh yeah, that's you. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. I see I'm shaking.
I know.
Go. Go. Let's go.
Get the ring. Get open, y'all. Hurry up. Back up. Back up. Good job, Neil. Good job, Neil. Come on. You just want to run around.
Can you run around?
Life of a mom. I'm texting my sisters like, they like, girl, get up. Get up. Fight back. Do something. Like, I'm tired, y'all. I have not picked up the phone for y'all at all today. Because I've been ripping and running since 7 o'clock this morning. I DoorDash from 7 to like 9:30, 10 o'clock. Then at 10, I had to go pick up my youngest son. Then at 10:30, came back in the house, showered, changed, got my daughter together because her and her pageant sisters were doing a charity event today. So we was at the charity event from 11 to 1 o'clock. From 1 to 3, I'm make sure everybody eat lunch. My oldest had a game at 4 o'clock. We didn't get in the house until 6. At that point, I'm trying to wash clothes. And now I'm still in the middle of cooking dinner. I actually cooked 2 meals. So cooked 2 different dinners. So it'll be stuff for tomorrow so I don't have to worry about it. I'm waiting on the chicken to finish now. Once I'm done the chicken, I can go to the concert. But it's literally 20 minutes before the concert even start, before the doors even open. So, well, the doors probably been open for like at least 30 minutes now. The concert started in 20 minutes though. They like, girl, get up. Is you even going at this point? I'm like, I'm going. I probably missed the opening acts. I'm going to the I'm going to the B2k concert. So you got Young Jock, I think it's the Yin Gang Twins and whoever else that's opening up. And I'm like, I probably missed 1 or 2 of them before I even get there because, in the words of R. Kelly, my mind is telling me, no, it's not my mind, it's my body is telling me no. I'm doing a remix. My body is telling me no. Like, I just want to get under my covers.
Let me lick it from your lip down to your navel, 'cause shawty, you look great. There you'll find these words penned. And he trembling and astonished said, Lord, what wilt thou have me to do? And the Lord said unto him, Arise and go into the city, and it shall be told to thee what thou must do. I want to preach real quickly from the subject, just simply, Lord, what will you have me to do? Yeah. May the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in thine sight. Lord, you are my strength and my redeemer. It is in Jesus' glorious name we do pray. Amen. Amen. Lord, what will you have me to do? Warren, as we are officially beginning the triumphant and victorious march for Holy Week to the expected victory of Resurrection Sunday. We find ourselves dealing here with the conversion of Saul. I wrestled because I wanted to be